quite long. Looks like you put up a decent fight on Paris, so I see why you want me to VOD review that one. Okay, let's take a look. It's gonna be interesting.
So, right, it's like, what they
just
hunters, it's just fucking everywhere.
Yeah. It's just weird to play against. Like, why were there like? The thing is, they're not taken seriously. Their Anna and Sim were flanking last game.
That's how would you beat that?
Okay, so let's see. What comp are we running? I might go a little bit more in depth into like compositions and map stuff, since we're looking at scrims now, or OD matches in this case.
Yeah, like
just so you know, if you're not interested in that, I'm sorry. But we can go a little bit into how to play Zarya as well, of course. But it looks like they're playing goats.
So is it really?
sure, but
It worked against us because we were too afraid to.
They're starting off in
punish it,
goats.
I think we could have beaten it.
And they nanoed most.
And it's something that's very good to do on pretty much all 2CP maps, or all maps where you have a long road between spawn and first point, is to scout. You scout with Sombrero, aka Sombra. Where is the map? Paris. Scout with Sombra. So you pick Sombra, you pick Lucio, you pop speed boost out of spawn, you run with Sombra like this, and then you look what they have, and then you relocate back to spawn. You put your relocator in spawn, of course. You relocate back to spawn and you say, okay, they're playing bunker, they're playing goats, they're playing whatever the fuck they're doing. And then you swap your team comp, because as attackers, you can't really just, okay, let's go goats forehead and win the game anymore. Because bunker is just way too fucking strong on this point, and goats is not very good against bunker, in my opinion. Usually what most teams do is that they pick either a cyber dive, so that they delete the bunker with an EMP nanoblade, or they play some kind of spam composition, so like Ball, Solo Healer, Mercy, with like Pharah, Hanzo, and Sombra. So you get like a Sombra standing behind, hacking people, forming that EMP, and then you have like a Pharah Mercy flying up in the sky here, spamming, and then you have like a Hanzo at choke, dealing damage. And then you have Ball plus the Sombra like contesting and putting pressure on point, forcing them to like walk or turn around and deal with whatever goes on the point. So these are usually the two options that you have to deal with the bunker, or at least the two like most tried and tested options. Maybe there is some kind of secret comp that we haven't thought of yet. But I have seen like Symmetra comps, like teleporting from here to like here, and then like doing some kind of weird rotation like this to get the point. Could work. You will probably get fucking destroyed, because the only thing the Orisa like bunker comp needs to do, instead of looking this way, they just set up their shield like this and they start shooting towards the point, and you're not going to be able to stand here for long anyway. But oh well. Let's see what happens.
Like we lose in these situations because we don't know how to counter them.
It is why it's winning.
Oh no, I'm not getting annoyed. It's just
I'm not getting
interesting.
annoyed. It's just that they're trolling. Like, I'm 100% sure.
I don't think it's trolling.
Best way to deal with bunker in bronze: flank charge the bastion with Ryan.
It's just like they know that
10 out of 10, dude.
unexpected situations will mess us up.
Yes. The problem is, how do you flank with a Reinhardt? It is impossible to miss a Reinhardt. Oh, well.
then.
Okay, they have... what the fuck? They have Doomfist, Junkrat, Widow?
That's what I mean.
It's just a turn west.
And Hammond.
Okay. Genji? What the fuck is this? They're trolling you.
Nice.
Yeah, they're feeding.
Genji low.
Oh, disrespect.
Okay, we keep pushing.
Get down, get.
I don't have Matrix.
Where are they?
In your ball,
The disrespect. Oh, man.
Ball.
Stay away from coast. Stay away from coast.
Good calls from your teammates, though. This is actually pretty impressive. Like, stay away from coast, you're target calling, you're sticking together. I'm impressed.
The high con.
But yeah, they fucking threw.
Alright, and then we speed.
This was huge disrespect by the enemy team. They did not play a team comp.
Let's go. Maybe save it then. Maybe throw it. Save it. We could probably just... No, they've got Bastion, they've got a Bastion. Okay.
They're wall hacks.
Yeah,
Go right.
I got walls. Should we wait
Yeah,
them
the
out?
problem with their team comp is that it isn't very good for Zarya. Like, you can't really do much as Zarya. Let me see, what did you even bubble here? I don't think you bubbled anything at
How
all.
we play, unexpected
Well,
situations will mess us
Lucius
up.
here.
Can we cut in?
Genji one.
Do we get the Venom
Come on,
Wine?
I don't think so.
That's what I mean.
It's just a time waste.
And Hammond,
Okay,
and
okay.
Hammond.
Lucio, Lucio.
Yeah.
It's one.
So we didn't bubble ourselves here. When we walk out into the choke and there's like 4 people looking at us, would have probably been a pretty good idea to bubble yourself. And
Nice.
Doom, 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 doom.
probably bubbling your Reinhardt here. Your Reinhardt is like standing in the choke. There's a lot of people looking at him and shooting through the choke. That way, you probably wouldn't get a lot of ult charge, and you kind of had already won the fight. But at least just getting up to maybe like 30 charge would at least give you something.
Okay.
Genji.
Get my flag.
Yeah,
Genji
they
live, Genji
they
live.
kind of threw. It's hard to talk about this. Oh well.
I don't. Yeah,
Okay,
don't
right.
I
worry.
got walls. Should we wait them out? Should we wait walls out?
It's okay. Ball comes in here. Are you gonna bubble? You're not gonna bubble.
Think
That's fine, I guess.
that's the Widow again. I'm filling the Widow.
And there's Senjata up there. And Bastion, and
No,
Bastion.
here we've got a
One
good
fully spot, one
opportunity to
fully- one
bubble.
fully-
When we
one
want to
fully-
go
one fully-
all in on this
Shield for
Bastion,
Bash.
ooh, you got
We can
baited.
speed the Bastion. Can we speed the Bastion now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ready?
3, 2, 1. Go, go, go.
Hitting Bastion.
Match.
Bubbled him. Everybody's on the
Still alive,
Bastion.
he's still alive.
How is he alive? What is this? Where's your Reinhardt?
You have a shield for the Bash.
We can speed the Bastion. Can we speed?
The only reason I would say it's kind of okay to bubble pile drive there would be if you wait for new bubbles, because you would probably get let's see, you actually wouldn't get that much charge. You would get 40 charge out of that. No, I don't think it's worth it. You get 40 charge out of doing double bubble on the pile drive. I think it would kind of be okay just to get a little bit of charge, and then you wait for your next set of bubbles before you push in again, just to have that initial like charge advantage. Because they are playing like a split, like multi DPS composition, and you aren't really gonna get a lot of value or a lot of charge out of your bubbles against very split DPS compositions, because they're gonna be shooting like 4 different things at the same time from 4 different angles. That's why bubbling is it's very difficult to do against those comps, and you should mostly be saving them to actually save someone from dying instead of just using them. So that's why I think bubbling the pile driver would have probably been worth it. You would have had 40 charge, and now you just wait like 3 seconds maybe until your bubbles would be ready in this situation. But it still took you like 3 seconds to talk to your team, come to the conclusion that you're going to speed on the Bastion, and then actually do it. And that's one of the things that is very difficult for new teams, and even for like higher ranked teams. This is something that takes a while to build up, like the synergy between the teammates and everybody knowing the plan. Like if you have practiced playing one comp against another comp on one map for like 50 hours, you're not gonna have to talk a lot. You're just gonna, oh, okay, this is this X situation that has happened 400 times before. We just do this. Everybody knows what you're supposed to do. You barely need to talk. Everybody just does their thing, and you roll over people. But here, we take way too long to recognize that this Bastion is actually in a fucking shitty position. This is an absolute disaster. You have full goats with like cover. You have this wall right here. You have this wall right here. There's no way that this Bastion is gonna get a kill before you are in his face and he's dead. So it took way too long for your team to recognize that this was a mistake from the enemy's part, and that you needed to pop speed boost like right here, right now. You see this Bastion sitting here? This is a speed boost. Everybody goes behind the Rein shield, and then as soon as you start swinging, or as soon as your Reinhardt starts swinging, you put that bubble on him, and then you can even walk like in front of your Reinhardt with your self bubble to absorb even more damage. And also you have your Diva in front with the defense matrix afterwards. And that way, this Bastion is fucking dead. Absolutely dead.
They don't have a shield for the Bash.
We can speed.
So like here we're like, oh, they don't have a shield for Bastion. Oh, we maybe should speed on him. Okay, are we ready to speed? Okay, let's speed.
Can we speed the passion now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Ready?
Ready?
Ready? 3, 2, 1. Go, go, go.
Let's go.
Bastion.
I'm not sure where your
He's
Reinhardt
Still alive, he's
is.
still alive.
Your Reinhardt got boobs, maybe? Like, he didn't even have a Lucio. This should not happen. Where's your Lucio
3, 2,
to?
1. Go, go, go.
Speeding?
Let's go.
Where's the Lucio aura? Yeah, the Lucio is on speed. You can see the green little line here. It's on speed. I have no clue how this Bastion survives. He has no speed. He gets bashed.
He's still alive, he's still alive.
Your diva kind of threw by booping him away, but
Fine, we got point.
Ready, go,
you should still be able to kill him.
Best to the draw, best to the draw.
Anna one, nice.
Good friendly bubble there. Really fucking good.
Oh, send right.
Send right, send right, send right.
Send.
Get the send, get the send.
There's May on point, there's May on point, save me. Thank
Good
you.
bash from your
May
brig.
block. Get May after this.
I hope you save your bubbles for something important now.
Beat May.
No,
May,
you
can May,
don't.
can May.
Unlucky.
Okay, ball.
Be careful, some of you are
So
purple.
in these situations here, in these situations where you're already like 60 charge, you're in a 6 versus 2 situation on point. There is no urgent thing that you need to think about or bubble. Nobody's probably gonna
Get May
die,
after this.
and you definitely need to save your bubbles. You're already decently high charged, so you do not need to bubble for charge. In these situations, the only thing you need to be thinking about is saving people that get jumped on or like anti-nated or slept or bashed or stunned or frozen. Any of those kind of things are stuff you need to look out for and save your bubbles for in here. Because you've already won the
Beat
fight.
May.
Can May.
Okay, ball.
Be careful, some of you are purple.
And a point.
So yeah, like your brig got anti-nated, I think. Yeah, your brig got anti-nated and slammed here by the Hammond. Would have been a perfect bubble. 10 out of 10.
Some of you are purple.
And a point.
Oh, big bomb. That's a big bomb.
Nice. We need to get this fucking ball.
Send. Still left. Don't enemy strands.
Point can die, nice. Nice.
Oh, good grab.
Oh my god.
Good grab.
Oh no.
So yeah, a little bit of shaky aim. Tracking balls
Ours is on that.
should not be too difficult. But you had some issues doing that.
We've got.
Okay, so you're going the full bunker,
point out
but
what
with
you
kind of the wrong heroes.
Well, remember the last time we played when it went on the second.
So when you're playing bunker, you usually want this guy and you want a Mercy. You do not want a Zen. Like Mercy is pretty much invaluable for bunker comp. Unfortunately, like the damage boost on Bastion, absolutely amazing. The consistent healing, you don't really need a lot of healing in bunker comps. So like Mercy is just 50 HPS is more than enough to keep people alive. And res. You have Immortality Field plus res. Even if they all in and manage to get a kill on your Bastion, you just plop that Immortality Field with the res and you get the Bastion right back up. And yeah, just damage boost, being able to damage boost the Bastion so that all of his shots deal more damage is better than putting a Discord Orb on one target that the Bastion might not even shoot. It also helps with shield break because Discord does not work against like Rein shield. If you Discord the Reinhardt, his shield does not take more damage. But that works with Mercy damage boost. Does help with shield break too. So that's way better. And instead of like a Hanzo, I would say Hanzo's fine, I guess. Hanzo's actually
I know
fine.
what you mean.
You get a zoning ult with the dragon. You get even more shield break with Storm Arrow. And what else? Usually you see people go Torbjorn just to even more stop people from going dive. Because dive is usually the answer or that most people come to when it comes to dealing with bunkers. But against the Torbjorn, it is pretty much impossible to dive. Like his turret is so good against the dive heroes. And Torbjorn, when he pops Molten Core, is actually fucking unkillable and he deletes Winston Diva in like 3 shots.
Well,
But
remember
anyways.
the last time we played when it went on the second point.
Nope.
No. Does anybody remember if I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Did I just change my DPI?
I think.
I think I did. What the hell, dude?
I think
Like,
so.
basically, when they go left, we rotate.
Oh, you can see the DPI on. Oh, that's pretty cool. Huh. Nice.
To like the stairs, like in front
Yeah,
of
if
the
they,
point,
go,
right?
if they go round right, yeah, we rotate round left.
Alright. I'm not gonna say it, guys, but you know what can happen.
What?
The dream.
What's the, oh, the reverse sweep?
No, don't say it! Ah.
Right, so they,
You
they
jinxed
go round
it, dude.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, the back.
You jinxed it.
upstairs. I'll put my spray. So about here.
Okay.
Okay, come. I've got a Sonic.
Okay,
have
we're
ball.
setting up the ball.
Ball one.
Oh, no pull?
Ball's coming.
No pull on the ball!
Mercy.
Your
Zenyatta,
Orisa is throwing.
Genji.
Ball is trying to poop off.
Ball behind.
Oh fuck, I'm putting
Oh,
Oh
tits.
no, you're fucked.
Monkey, monkey, monkey.
Oh, you're not fucked.
Get
Huge
your
immortality
Genji,
field.
Genji.
Elbow, son.
I got you.
Oh,
Ball is low.
That was dangerous.
I'm one.
Oh no.
Discarded, he's discarded.
Move
And the
out
enemy
of
team
area.
just used res. Okay, your team fucked up hard here.
Son.
Let's move
Ball's
back a
coming.
little bit here. So,
So about here.
Okay, come. I've got a Sonic.
if you're not playing against a diva,
They have ball.
you should fucking use halt. If you halt this ball here, like right here, this is the easiest kill of your life.
Ball one.
Okay.
And also, as soon as they get the ball on the other side, yes, they are going to boop you off. This is something you need to look out for. And
Can you-
use halt to stop her, or even fortify is also worth it.
Mercy, Zenyatta, Genji.
It's getting the
Oh,
Orisa down here
Poop
is
off.
an absolute disaster. And you, oh yeah, you don't have a mercy, so you don't have res. I forgot about that.
Oh fuck, I'm putting
Oh, tits. Monkey, monkey, monkey.
Stay. Halting. Get to the flag.
Genji, Genji, Genji.
Elbow, son.
I got you.
I see all the.
Ball is low.
We moved the barrier. I'm one.
Discarded, he's discarded.
Move out of area.
I need heal.
That's a good night. That's a good night.
Bastion. I'm saying Bastion. Alright.
Excuse me.
Target focus.
Ah,
Please.
Yes.
Right, just set up and get ready for the next push.
I kind of prefer holding that corner for this one because then they can't spam your shield down from as far.
that's a decent.
Ball in.
Oh,
Kobe.
That's a decent idea against spam damage compositions. Yes, against like goats or something, it is not a good idea because then they have a very close corner that they can just speed boost
You want
onto
to
you.
call target since Wesker's Orisa? So just call out who's Discord and kill Discord. Monkey.
Halting monkey.
Oh, that's a dead monkey. Holy shit.
I'm
Let's do it
charging.
again.
Alright.
Ball low.
With the right side. With the right side.
With the right.
Winston ult does absolutely fucking nothing against Bastion.
Discarded, left side.
Why do they not have a diva against Bastion? I don't get it.
They're gonna res that. Wait, we have a Genji?
I have bomb
Oh, no.
soon.
I hear a Genji.
Mercy's discarded, right side.
Can't see her. Statue's no.
Ball behind. Ball.
Watch out for
the mines.
He's one.
Holding one.
Widow's on the right. Yeah,
back.
Widow's on the right. Widow's on
I
the right.
got pooped out.
Halting widow. Halting catch you can.
Drop!
Wait, monkey low.
No trans?
I didn't realize you were dead, James.
Go ball Wesker. Go ball Wesker.
Did trans come out too late?
He's one.
Holding one.
Widow's on the right.
Your Zen
Yeah,
is
Widow's
here.
on the right. Widow's on
I
the
got
right.
pooped out.
Halting widow. Halting
What is your Zen doing?
catch you.
Where is he? Where is he?
Drop!
He called for drop.
Wait, monkey low.
I didn't realize you were dead, James.
Go ball Wesker. Go ball Wesker.
I'm going Tracer.
I can't touch. I got boops. Okay, I got it.
I'm on. Ooh, I'm off again.
Immortality on point.
Cool targets.
Unfortunate.
Go
Mercy,
for
mercy,
Not a
support.
lot you can
Support,
do
mercy.
here.
Mercy, left side.
I'm in the bubble.
Everyone on
Mercy
Mercy, she's low.
Mercy one.
Mercy dead.
Good pick. This is
Zen
winnable.
right.
Okay,
Money, money, money.
Ooh, huge.
Nice.
Monkey.
Nice.
Nice. Alright, now hands up. Not hands up.
Genji's half.
His brother.
Genji's half. Oh, not Tracer.
Not Hanzo, his brother.
Don't forget points. Don't forget points.
Believe
Where
him.
the fuck did he go? There he is.
Oh, you almost got outplayed hard.
Ball
there.
on point.
Yeah.
Want him?
Winnable.
Ball's gonna slam me. Ball's low.
Okay. Not
Widow
recalling,
main, Widow main,
13
Widow
HP.
main.
We don't need to push her. We
That's
don't
a
need to push her.
ballsy.
Right,
Yeah.
how what are we
Ballsy
doing here?
move.
Someone is right side, I think. I'm not sure.
Dark
Okay, now we
dive,
kind of have dive.
Alright.
No, we still have Orisa. Probably swap Orisa.
Okay, we can swap back to cancer.
Swapping back to cancer. No,
Stay
we're
there,
going
maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just hold.
My next death, I'm switching to Sombra though for the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
that make
good
sense?
idea.
Yeah,
Ball
that
flanking,
absolutely
ball
makes
flanking, ball main.
When?
Our back main.
Ball
Did you just
Yeah,
double
Ball,
blink?
ball
Absolutely
flanking,
makes
ball
sense.
flanking, ball flanking, ball main.
Where?
Yeah,
I'll-
you did
I'll-
double
I'll
blink. You
back me.
accidentally blinked into
Oh,
it.
corner.
I see.
Monkey, 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 monkey.
Making the jump, making the jump.
Oh, point!
Run it, run it.
I'm getting.
Yeah, me too.
So it looks like you don't really have any targets. Sorry, not target calling. Ult tracking. So far, you've been surprised by every single ult they've used. And that's something very important. And at least one person on your team should actively be trying to get good at ult tracking. And I would say, usually it's like the main support, but I have seen flex supports and like flex DPS, even off tanks do it. But it is something that everybody on your team can at least like start a discussion about. So someone between every fight should be going, okay, what ults do they have? And then everybody can chime in. Like if you, as the main tank, you know that the Zarya was beaming you for like 30 seconds during the fight, then you could say, okay, Zarya has grab for sure. And then the rest of your team is like, okay, we have trance, so that's fine. Oh, and they have bomb too. Okay, shit, then trance is not enough. We need to like save our Zarya bubbles to survive the bomb, even if we have trance. And then like you slowly but surely start working and getting up with a plan. And plans are important to have, because if you go into every fight without having a plan, you're gonna get surprised, and getting surprised is having lost half the battle.
Two, I'm getting.
I'm switching Genji.
Am I gonna jump?
It's a good night. And are you actually
Stay
gonna
alive for
stagger
1
this
second.
again?
I'm trying!
Zen's right side. Oh no, we can't get Zen. He's not on point.
Oh.
Get
You fought valiantly. That should
Yes,
be
no.
a good night.
5 seconds.
How are you still in the game? What is this?
Should I people on point? Mercy, there is.
Okay. What the hell?
Two breaths in.
Okay, I need to
You
watch
get
this.
Zenyatta again. Zenyatta low again.
How are they not killing you
Right
fast
side,
enough?
point.
I hit
Nice.
trans.
Huge!
Monkey no
get a
bubble.
fat
Monkey no
bomb?
jump. Monkey no
Jump.
jump. Monkey. Widow's in main.
Stay.
Yeah, I need
Oh,
heals.
that
Guys,
click
it's
was
not one.
beautiful, dude.
Monkey top, no jump.
A good night.
Monkey's on me.
Yeah, I'm healing.
I'm not sure why
Go
you
flank
picked
their
Widow
Widow?
though.
Okay, oh, you guys.
No,
I'm
it's not
gonna-
one.
no,
Stay
no.
point. Don't kill the widow. Focus people on point.
Monkey, monkey, monkey coming in. Mercy.
Was it to kill their Widow? I think Tracer is way better for that
Still alive.
too.
Cool
And
targets.
Tracer does way more damage to
There's
tanks.
nothing to call.
Yeah.
I'm dead instantly.
Mercy. There is someone to call. Come on, Mercy.
Oh, the headshots. So
Oh,
close.
fuck, Monkey's not off point.
There is never not anything to call.
Listen, I can't survive for more than a second on the point. What am I supposed to call other than I'm dead?
Who you're shooting at?
I'm not shooting at anything if I instantly die. I'm trying to shoot their Zen
Dude,
the whole
come on.
time. Dude, I'm not trying to be
Alright,
annoying. I'm serious.
alright, guys, both of you.
Alright,
Our
that's fine.
defense was way better than theirs. Like, I know it was frustrating because we were in overtime for ages.
Indeed,
but
it
that
is
was the
that,
best.
Robin.
All we just need to do is do the first point
That-
better,
I
and we
shouldn't
win.
have been so close up to allow the Hammond to boop us off. I should have been further back.
Okay,
Alright,
let's
what we
see what they're doing then. On attack.
Off.
Like they
But yeah, I
can't- he
definitely
can't
think you
shoot
should
the
be having a
battlefield,
Mercy
so
instead
everyone
of the Zen.
Well, yeah,
It's gonna
I'm
be
confident.
such a huge
Yeah, but what happened
difference.
last time is you boot you off, then you guys all like move around the side, and then I was retarded and just like stayed
Yeah,
there shooting.
instead of chasing the ball, I'm gonna try and boop him when he comes to that rollout again.
Alright. So we're holding the dildo.
Oh, you should be holding closer though.
Just tell me when he's behind and I can swivel and
Yeah.
put my...
Like, oh my god, this ball should be dead. They're doing it without the diva. Not even hard. Unfortunate. The only thing you need to do is, like, if you're standing here just like you did on the first fight, the only thing you need to do is just halt. You halt the ball when he swings through, and he's dead. There's no way in hell he survives without a diva defense matrix. He does not survive Bastion plus what's his name, Hanzo. I picked Widow so I could get picks. Needed to take out things if we were ever gonna have a chance of repelling them. Yeah, okay. But Tracer gets to the point faster, and you can also like one clip squishes. So you can also get picks with Tracer, and your ult as well is fucking amazing. for stall purposes. Same thing, Doomfist as well. Doomfist is a great stalling character. You can one-shot people. You have a lot of mobility. You have a lot of like tank ability if you hit your spells. That's like Doomfist or Tracer are usually the DPS heroes you pick to stall, together with like Ball Diva, and then whatever supports you have that can get out fast, like Lucio. And then if you're close to trance is okay, I guess. But oh well, now Ball got to get through the choke for free, even though he had no
I'm
diva.
trying to hold him. I'm gonna hold him.
Widow half.
He's behind.
Holding him.
Discarded.
Nice,
Okay.
nice.
He fucked up.
They have Hog.
Holding.
Discard's on.
Continue
Oh,
Oh
misses
no.
alone left. Misses alone left.
Unfortunate.
Ball's coming back. I'm
So yeah,
reloading,
like
I'm
now
reloading.
you can't really deal damage to anyone. This position is not good at all. The position you had on first defense was way better.
Watch
Right, I
Hog
think there's someone
right
behind.
Rocket's right. I can put buff.
Hog's
I'll
discarded.
get point.
Genji.
Don't shoot Genji.
Rotate. Rotate.
Ah, fuck.
Oh, and no immortality
Come on,
field.
come on.
That's not your
discarded?
fault. That's not your fault.
Hobbit needs healing.
This is,
Hobbit needs
this is
healing.
more on the team and your
Get to low.
strategy.
Get to no back. Get no death point.
I got hooked.
I'm low.
Hold the point.
You have no healers.
So you need to have a mercy for damage boost on you. You need to commit immortality field way earlier. I think you didn't really do it. No, you did it first time. Yeah, because you got booped. Oh yeah, it saved the Orisa when she dropped down. I forgot. Oh, 3 HP.
I'm not dead. I'm there again.
Probably make.
Oh no,
How did you get headshot instantly?
that's a good night.
Pulls minefield soon.
Zen left.
I see him.
Oh, I got hooked.
Ooh, that
Focus
hurts.
blade. Ball mine.
Blade half.
Ball mines in front of point.
You know, big tracer, good shit. No, Widow. Okay, never mind.
Into stall mode we go.
Balls Discord. Okay, I'm on Mercy. I'm on Mercy.
Unfortunate.
Genji one.
Oh my god.
Oh, damn.
Zen's all the way behind.
Zen aggressive as fuck.
Zen is all the way behind.
I'm getting body blocked out spawn.
And they snowball you
Which side?
I'm here.
with a bunch of fat
Okay,
picks.
it's Zen.
Oh, the Zen is feeding so hard.
Oh,
Okay. That's fine. Just play for movement now. Okay. There's whole hog. That might be. Yeah. I'm attacking Widow main. Okay.
Genji's low.
Okay, so yeah, I was just gonna say we can't be poking the
Still low.
the ball from 3 miles away. Gotta get picks.
Full Discord. Nice.
Nice.
Okay, so I guess with Tracer. Oh shit. With Tracer, you really need to work on your like 180 flicks. Let's see here.
I'm attacking Widow main. Okay.
Genji's low. Genji's
And your like target acquisition speed. Like when you blink, you gotta practice flicking super fucking fast to your target. So like if you oh shit, that's a fast sensitivity. This is not what I usually play with. Tracer? 4. That's still fast. What the hell? Is this better? Hang on, let me... No, this is way too slow.
Never stop fighting for what you
This is
believe.
good, I think. Okay, whatever. So yeah, like when you blink with Tracer, you gotta be like instantly on the target as soon as you blinked. Oh shit! Gotta practice that like 90-degree flicks, and same thing with like 180s. Oh shit! They gotta be instant. Oh shit! Oh yeah, 90 degrees. That was more than 90 degrees. Fuck. Yeah. Anyways, that's something you need to work on a lot with Tracer, and maybe also working on like blink meleeing when you're this far away and you wanna finish someone off. You blink melee them for that killing below.
still low.
Mercy res.
You almost got the Genji here, actually. Yeah, like your blinks, you're like blinking forward, and then you're turning around slowly, and then you're acquiring your target. Any practice routines you could recommend? Well, for the flicks, let's see, what do I have? Do I even have this on my account? No. Oh yeah, this is my Smurf. Fuck. Okay, this is the wrong one. Unfortunate. Oh well, screw it. No, wait, you know what? It's actually... Let's actually try to find it. I know I have a pull-off bomb practice thingy. Practice preset. And you can use that one to do the like 180 degrees and the 90-degree flick training as well. No, not practice range. No. Stop this. Stop it. Stop.
Our world is worth
Presets. Tracer pulse practice. Add AIs. Ana. Team 2. Start. Now this is usually what I do. I practice Tracer before I play her. I haven't done this in a long while though. I don't really play. Wait, this feels wrong. Okay, it isn't wrong. Oh well. Okay, yeah. So you put 500% full charge regeneration and all that shit. That way you can practice like 180 pulse bombs. You can practice the blink pulses. You can also just practice shooting, since they can't really heal each other. And same thing. If you wanna like kill this Ana 5 box, you practice dueling her and like turning around. Try to have your crosshair on her like perfectly after you blink behind her. Oh shit, that was really bad. Like you want to be able to start shooting them before they have reacted to you like blinking behind them. Oh shit. It works. Now you can practice tracking like this as well, just by following them around. And then same thing with the like 90 degrees. You just want to do like short blinks. Just increase like the target acquisition speed. You can also just pick one Ana. Let's say you just want to kill Ana 6. So you try to ignore the other ones as much as possible. And then you only go for Ana 6. You like blink around, you try to find Ana 6, go for her. Oh shit. Oh, that was Ana 4. Where is she? There she is. Found her. I got Ana 6. Good shit. You can do small things like that. But yeah, the most important one is like being able to acquire a new target after a blink really quickly. So practicing 180 blinks so that you're actually doing the 180s correctly after a blink. They need to be like super fast. Same thing 90 degrees. If you just wanna throw someone off a little bit, gotta be able to turn your camera instantly after the blink. And well, it's the same thing with melees. Like if you're at the perfect range, just blink melee. And then if somebody's too close to blink melee, then blink 180 melee like that. If I wanna like melee this guy that's too close to me, oh, then you turn around as soon as you blink. It's also a very useful tracer tech. And you're gonna use that a lot because more often than not, people are gonna try to get close to you, and you won't be able to like get the perfect range for a blink melee like this. But yeah, that was very tracer specific. Even though you didn't play a lot of tracer this game, I guess you did, but just for stall situations and not really for a team comp. But the thing with Bastion, I can't really say much about your like Bastion gameplay because most of the issues were stemming from like your team composition was a little bit weird since you didn't have a Mercy, and your like setups. So the first time your Orisa just fucked up with halt and got booped, of course, without anticipating it. And what else? And yeah, the second time you were just sitting so far behind that you couldn't even shoot at the people trying to get through the choke. So that was also kind of scuffed. And well, yeah, then you've just played Tracer for stall. So yeah, your Bastion gameplay, I can say, just aim better forehead. But I guess there was one situation where you could have probably killed the Mercy, but you kind of choked on the tracking. The game was 50% stall. Yeah, I can understand that. Like that's the way 2CP works, and they definitely disrespected you a little bit by playing weird team comps, especially on their first defense. Like what the hell was that? They play like Genji, Lucio, Ball, Widow, Doomfist. That was yeah. They probably noticed that they couldn't disrespect you that much and had to play a little bit seriously at least. But they do not have a diva still. They don't have a diva, and you're playing like a Bastion team comp. So with some carefully placed halts, you should be able to get kills. So a lot of the kills comes through or from halts when you play Orisa Bastion. So a lot of pressure is on the Orisa getting those good halts. Like you can aim better through walls if they're hiding, but the timings and the follow up on the halts. That's what's important. So your Orisa kind of dropped the ball a little bit in this game.
Down. They don't have res either.
Genji's one.
Good call.
Blade, he's half.
It's okay. Wasting blinks a little bit here for no reason, kind of.
Yeah. Unlucky.
They could have probably let's move back here and see what could have been done. So you shoot the Genji. This is absolutely fine. I guess the Mercy is a better target. You actually see her up there, and she flies away to a Widowmaker. So keeping on the Genji is definitely fine. He even plays here with 1 HP. So you kind of get distracted by the ball. You just keep going for the Genji here. This Genji should probably die.
Blade, he's half.
So you like double blink for no reason and recall. When you could have just chilled and shooted. What the hell is that? I'm starting to get tired. Sorry, dude. You could have just took it easy and killed the Genji.
He's still low.
Yeah.
Now he's getting pocketed, so now it's hard. You had that opportunity, but you kind of screwed it up.
Oh, I was trying to bomb. Maybe. Oh fuck.
I just realized how loudly I was speaking earlier. I wonder my neighbors are complaining. I haven't gotten any knocks on my doors yet, but I should probably chill. It's fucking 3 AM over here. If you're wondering why I suddenly started speaking in a lower tone of voice.
What? I thought you were on.
Yeah, I thought Lucio was on too.
Yeah, I was just like, how is that not on?
It's okay, more stall.
Fucking
Is this game gonna be like for like 10 million years?
That's the annoying part. Shoots or
We just need to stabilize a bit to be able to do that. That's the only problem.
yeah.
Yeah, we've got unlucky with the launch.
Like the time like the first
Orisa right at the beginning, yeah.
the first defense rounds.
Okay, just watch out for
When I
flank.
said should I flank? Yeah. When I said the
I'm
first.
gonna
Oh,
scramble
they're
over.
flying again. Ball behind, ball behind.
Ball behind, ball behind, ball behind.
Almost.
Alright,
Okay.
come with, come with, come with.
Get him, get him, get him, get him, get him!
I'm gonna wait.
Oh,
I can't.
did we get him? We did not get him. Unlucky.
Back,
But we got a bunch of ult charge anyway, so it's fine.
We know the job.
Come right, come right.
Hold on, no matrix.
Okay.
Hold on.
Pushing right side. Damn, this is some. You have actually practiced. This is impressive. Like I actually like your comps. Your comps and your synergy. It seems like you've been playing together pretty much, and you're doing really well.
There's a Mei looking to wall.
Oh, they have a Mei.
Break wall.
Yeah, definitely break wall. Unfortunate.
Come back, out. All y'all die.
As soon as you see this, a fucking Mei Bastion ball composition, this is actual trash. This is a really bad composition. And you can easily destroy it with either Cyber Dive or a spam comp. So like going Hammond, Fire Mercy, Hanzo, Sombra, Ball, you should be golden. Or Cyber Dive, if you don't know what Cyber Dive is, Winston Diva, Genji, Sombra, and Ana Lucio. Or Ana Zen. Ana Zen could probably be fine in this situation.
No, just go around.
But playing goats is not a good idea against this. They even have soldier. What the hell? They have no protection for their bastion. If you go Sombra, like Cyber Dive, they just fall over. Or spam too. They have no diva to eat up your spam, so you can just spam down the Orisa shield and then kill the bastion. No problems.
Yeah, I know, it's the Gallows problem. As soon as
We practice a fair bit, but unexpected things always throw us and we struggle to adapt. Don't worry. That's the same thing for every single fucking team. Adapting is a skill that you kind of evolve or like get after countless of hours of practice. Without knowing what can happen in different situations, you won't really know the answer either. And there's no way you can adapt if you don't have some kind of clue about the answer. So first, you start with like preset plans and just perfecting those plans. And then you can start getting creative. When you have understood the way 6 versus 6 matches works, what comps are good against what rotations are good on what parts of the what maps, that's when you can start getting creative and do weird shit. First, gotta get the basics down.
Yeah, he's gone. Right. Yeah, you bait the wall, TGC, and then
Okay. I mean,
we all
I bait
hit?
the wall and then I get teammates.
no, I bubbled you.
Okay, come back.
Okay, yeah, we baited the wall. Good shit.
Right, wall baited. Oh,
Oh, unfortunate. But yeah, you still kind of have to go right now.
Yeah,
You cannot wait.
to probably because I have matrix.
Unfortunate. But yeah, I would not play goats against this. Playing goats against this is like banging your head against the wall and begging to die. I guess the rogue's standing here. Maybe you can get a kill on the Mei.
Nice, no more wall.
Should probably go into their line of sight. So you've had a lot of time here. You've had a lot of time, and you could have probably rotated like 4 or 5 rotations of bubbles here during this downtime where you haven't really pushed. And getting up to like 100 charge is very important, even before you push. So you can probably just walk into like the Bastion's line of fire and take some spam damage with your bubbles, because you're not gonna push anyway.
Okay, ready?
Pretty slow, pretty slow.
Just got
Guys,
this.
just
No,
go,
my
just
ball stop.
I'm ready, gun, I'm ready, ready, ready.
Go.
We're not. What? Guys, the ball is designed to distract us. We shouldn't be losing time to him.
Yes, ignore the ball. Ignore the ball. Get through the
everyone
choke.
died, reset.
I'm trying.
We've got 15 seconds left.
I would say play Symmetra. Actually, not even joking. Swap your Zarya for a Symmetra.
So
Okay,
we
that's
can
big.
push without support. We can push without
Yeah,
support.
That's big.
We
If we can,
can win the 5v6.
Or swap your Diva for a Symmetra. But I think Diva is pretty good against Bastion, so you kind of have to play
alright.
Diva.
When the ball comes down, we just break it.
because you can actually like teleport. You can teleport from like here to either here or from here to here. You can decide. But yeah, it's a little bit difficult to get through the choke here. But if you really want to play goats, you kind of have to go Symmetra. There's no way you get through the choke otherwise. But since they don't have a diva, they have no protection for their Bastion. The like playing a spam comp or playing cyber dive will be so fucking easy.
Like last a second.
You'll easily delete them.
Wesker.
Okay. Yeah. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 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 Go.
No Matrix.
Stop behind.
I got D-Mac.
Yeah, well done.
Break the wall. Break the wall. Break the
Yeah,
wall.
we're trying.
All right. Nice. 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 Can you push through?
I have no Matrix.
Oh,
We
so
should go dive. I called it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, for sure.
Sombra.
Goats can actually kind of work against bunker sometimes, but those are specific variations of bunker where they don't really have a lot of ways to stop you from going through the choke. So if they're playing, well, something with like a widow, they're playing like double sniper bunkers, or if they're playing like Torbjorn, Widow, Farah maybe. Then goats can kind of work, but if they have like Bastion and Mei, those heroes are so bad against dive. The reason why most people do not go dive against bunkers is because they have some kind of anti-dive thingy to them. They either have like a diva, or they have Torbjorns, or they have something like that that will prevent you, or at least discourage you from going dive. But now they have the ultimate shit bunker that will just get absolutely deleted by a well coordinated dive comp. And when you notice that, you have to swap instantly.
Unlucky.
There's no other way.
For that. Ball's coming in. That's fine.
Oh, unfortunate.
I'm just flying.
A little bit, with a little bit better aim there, probably get the kill on that ball.
May's another thingamajig in my bob.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yes, something that you can do with Sombra is actually to throw up your translocator up here. You want to get through the choke. That's usually hard because they're spamming it with a bunch of random damage. So you can throw up your translocator here and get through that way. Most people do not care to check the high ground over here.
Okay.
Right, May's here. May's here. You see here? Don't react, but she's right here. And she's hacked. Get her. Get her. Get her. Get her. Get her. Get her.
May dead?
Nice.
Good shit, good shit. Good call out. Good scouting.
Push with this.
That's why Sombra is fucking OP.
No. Dive into E.
The purple,
Okay,
message
I'm ready.
purple.
So now you're gonna have like
Bastion hack, Bastion.
yes, you're gonna get a hack on the Bastion, but your translocator is like back in your spawn. So you getting your translocator forced here is the same thing as dying, almost.
Bastion hack, go.
It's like you do want to try and put your translocator in a new location when you have done all of this hard work to get through the choke, to get into this good positioning. You do want to try and hide your translocator either in here or even further behind, like try to hack their mega, hide your translocator over there, or hack this mini, hide your translocator in here. You do want to have your translocator somewhere in the vicinity so that it isn't the same thing as dying when they force out your translocator.
No. Dive into E.
The purple,
Okay,
message
I'm ready.
purple.
Bastion hack. Bastion hack. Bastion hack, go.
Okay, good hack, good call. Unfortunately, not timed correctly. And your translocator was the same thing as dying, pretty much.
Nobody hear me called out D-Mac.
So this dive is already gone.
No, I think we should have pushed there with purple and Bastion being hacked.
We were frozen.
Yes, they pop mailed. There was no way for the rest of your team to get through the choke.
Well, that's what dive does, isn't it?
No, dive does not rush. That's the thing. Dive waits for a mistake and punishes it, like we did with the May.
I've got nano. Do we have blade?
Yeah, almost.
I've nearly got EMP.
Yeah, we'll use.
Balls here,
Nano,
balls here, behind.
May's waiting to wall you again.
Ball behind.
Okay, now we're in position. Now we are in position. Get the hack on the ball, on the Bastion. Good shit. Huge EMP.
Go.
Unfortunate.
Nice, nice.
But that's enough. See how easy it is.
Mercy's behind.
Their comp is actual trash.
Mercy's pushing for a red.
Actual trash can against dive.
Nice.
You just wasted 4 minutes for nothing, pretty much.
Yeah,
Sorry, I got out.
that was the right call.
Unfortunate. And don't get discouraged if you maybe you didn't want to play cyber dive against bunker because like you die a bunch during the dives, and that's the point. That's the point. Like cyber dive only beats bunker, or not only. I'm not gonna say only, but a well played bunker comp can beat normal dive. But it cannot beat a well coordinated EMP nanoblade dive. So your only, what do you call it? Your only goal during the first few fights is to just farm as much ult charge as possible. Not necessarily to get kills, because if the bunker plays correctly, you aren't going to get any kills without ultimates. So if you can try, or if you can decide between, like, maybe trying to shoot a Mercy that's like flying in the sky and dodging and shit. Maybe you miss half your shots and she like barely survives. You only got like 10% ult charge. Or instead, you just ignore the high priority target, Mercy, that you would usually go for in a dive. And instead, you just shoot the Orisa that's just standing there. And you suddenly get like 45% ult charge instead. That's a way better option. Like the cyber dive, they just want to get that EMP nanoblade a fucking sap. I even see dive teams do this because Bastion ult isn't really good. So yeah, I have seen cyber dives do. They let the Winston just go out and feed. They let the Winston go out and feed and take damage so that they get an instant nano before they even take the first fight. They let the Winston feed until they have nano ready. And then the first dive becomes a nano Winston dive. And then they can just straight up win the fight from that because it's only Bastion shooting. It's only the Bastion ult, and Bastion ult doesn't really help that much. So it's definitely worth it to trade nano for a Bastion ult. So that's something you can do. To give maybe give your first dive a little bit more oomph. And then like the third, maybe fourth dive, if some of your dives go badly, will be a nano blade EMP dive that should clean them up most of the time.
I got it just as you were hitting the first person, like just as you were going.
Okay, they have McCree instead of Soldier.
Okay, that's fine.
Let's go.
I should have
May here, May here. Oh, ball,
He's on
ball,
the
ball.
small.
sleep.
I wake him up, sorry.
Hey, Santi.
Are there Bastions still top?
Yeah, I'm gonna hack him.
Go left.
Go, yeah, go left, go left,
Wait,
go left.
wait.
Oh, you're dead.
for
He missed.
Sorry, they
No.
saw me somehow.
What happened to your translocator?
Wait for the hack, wait for the hack, wait for the hack.
Oh, you just forgot to use it.
Saw me somehow.
Unlucky. You should have thanked the heavens that you didn't die from this headshot here. Do you see this shot? It's fucking 1 millimeter above your head. You should have been dead here. If you get flashbanged, you fucking spam. You hold that E button. No, don't spam, actually. Don't spam. Hold. If you want to do stuff as fast as possible, same thing with Tracer. Do not spam recall. Hold the E button instead. That way you're going to do the action as soon as you can. Because if you spam, you might like time it so that you actually release the button as soon as you like get out of the stun. And then by the time you have pressed E again, you're already dead. I was too surprised, to be honest. Yeah.
Wait for the hack, wait for the hack.
Sorry, they saw me somehow.
Yeah, I think you decloaked. Yeah, you decloaked.
Sorry,
They didn't find you.
somehow.
You decloaked.
Nice.
Not sure if it was a misclick, maybe.
Nice ice block. Okay, Babonici.
What?
Watch this clip a few times to see why I was discovered. It looks like you just decloak, actually.
Go left, go
Are there Bastions still top?
Yeah, I'm gonna hack him.
Go left.
left. Go, yeah, go left.
Yeah, you decloak right here.
Santi.
Are there Bastions still top?
Yeah, I'm gonna hack him.
Go left.
Go, yeah, go.
Oh, yeah, no, you actually get hit by the Orisa. It's true. You're correct.
Go left, go left.
Ah,
Wait, wait for the hack, wait for the hack, wait for the hack.
Sorry, they
that was pretty good.
somehow.
Pretty good by the Orisa, I guess.
You can, you say?
I could try.
Yeah, I'm
No, unlucky.
Anta.
Unfortunate.
They just got me fucking. Last sec.